always, you know,
I did the same thing.
I'm working now.
No, that's not,
you
that's
know,
not. That's
like a chant kind of.
not.
No, but there is that specific kind of, you know, it's closely associated with the neo-Nazi. German, but not entirely either.
You're thinking of industrial.
Yep.
What is it?
Industrial.
Industrial.
Right there.
Okay. I couldn't recall what the name was.
Just leave it right there.
There. Okey-doke. It is still 7 p.m. I'd like to call the Mchenry Township monthly meeting to order at 7 p.m. and start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Okay.
Check it. So I have to check it.
I don't believe there are.
Roll call first.
No public comment? Does anybody want to say anything?
Roll call first, please.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me call.
Supervisor Barlow.
Here.
Trustees Yeager.
Here.
Macredo.
Here.
Bendenagle.
Here.
Scheffler. Absent. It's all yours.
Okay. The second item on the agenda is any public comment. I don't believe we have any. Moving on to the third item, 3.1, approval of the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the special board meeting, March 29th, 2022.
Second.
Okay. And that's just a voice vote, so we're not spending any money. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? The ayes have it. 3.2 is approval of the budget hearing for the town and general assistance on March 31st, those meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
And you guys are probably asking why I'm voting aye, because I did watch the video to make sure. So, all those in favor? Aye. 3.3, approval of the budget hearing for the general road and bridge and permanent hard road funds on March 31st.
I'll make a motion to approve the hearing minutes for the general road bridge
I'll
and
second.
permanent high road.
Okay. Okay. All those in favor of approving those minutes?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. 3.4, last one, the approval of the regular Mchenry Township board meeting minutes on April 14th.
I'll make a motion to approve the regular township meeting minutes from April 14th.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Great. Motion carries, however you want to. 4, motion for approval of the receipts and bills for the town fund. Who's got that one?
Hi. We, the undersigned members of the Mchenry Township Board of Trustees, certify that we have this 12th day of May 2022 examined and audited the amounts due for the items specified in the claims attached and hereby authorize payments of the same. Total reimbursements to be approved, 0. Total bills to be approved, $21,686.49. Total bills paid prior to audit, $48,362.07. Total to be approved, $70,048.56. Total receipts, $29,312.98.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, that's going to be a roll call.
Yes.
Trustee Yeager,
Yes.
Trustee Benedict,
Yes.
Trustee McCredo,
Yes.
and Supervisor Bartlett, yes. 5.0 is motion for approval of receipts and bills for general road and bridge fund. Okay.
We, the undersigned members of the McHenry Township Board of Trustees, certify that we have this 12th day of May 2022 examined and audited amounts due for the items specified and the claims attached and hereby authorized payments of the same. Total reimbursements to be approved, $266. Total bills to be approved, $103,901.40. Total bills paid prior to audit, $31,666.44. Total to be approved, $135,833.84. Total receipts, $87,179.49. I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, roll call vote. Trustee McCredo,
Yes.
Trustee Benedict,
Yes.
Trustee Yeager,
Yes.
and Supervisor Zenas. Okay, 6.0 is motion for the approval of receipts and bills for permanent hard road.
We, the undersigned members of the Mchenry Township Board of Trustees, certify that we have this 12th day of May 2022 examined and audited amounts due for the items specified in the claims attached and hereby authorized payment of the same. Total reimbursements to be approved, 0. Total bills to be approved, $71,466.93. Total bills paid prior to audit, $21,942.97. Total to be approved, $93,409.90. Total receipts, $16,553.08.
Do I have a second on her motion?
No, second. Go ahead.
Second.
Mark? Again, roll call, we're spending money. Trustee Benedict,
Yes.
Trustee McCredo,
Yes.
Trustee Yeager,
Yes.
and Supervisor's a yes. Okay, moving on. 7.0 is fund transfers. There's none scheduled for this meeting, so we'll move on to Section 8, which is new business. These items I just added would most likely just going to be conversation this evening. There probably won't be any actions, but I guess if it's we need to open each one up and close it. Okay, so I'll make a motion for discussion and possible action of acceptance of the resignation of Trustee Shepler.
Need a second?
Need a second.
I'll second.
We will address that in executive session. So we'll table that until we come back from executive session. So the second item here is what?
Don't you need to move to do that?
We're not going to go to executive session for a little bit.
All right, you made a motion to accept the resignation?
No, we just discussed it and said we're going to talk about it in executive session.
Then motion to table till return.
That's, okay, the motion is the table. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the first was myself, second was Michelle, correct?
Correct.
Except, yeah, we'll go forward. Okay, we have a proclamation before us for discussion and possible action from Abate of Illinois. The proclamation, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the proclamation by myself, the supervisor, in regards to Motorcycle Awareness Month.
Amen.
So, a motion to approve,
Discussion.
excuse me, I'd like to make a motion to discuss and take possible action on the Abate of Illinois' proclamation regarding safe motorcycles.
Can you read that for us, Gary?
Absolutely, if you'd like.
Thank you.
We need a
You're
second.
100% there.
Need a second first. We need a second
Then they
before
need
we
to
do
hear
that.
Okay, need a
Second.
second?
It's hardly a proclamation if you don't proclaim it.
Okay. Thank you.
You got you there.
So that was me, and who wants to second that?
Mark, second.
Mark that.
Mark.
There we go.
Okay. The Township of McHenry Illinois proclamation by the Supervisor. Whereas safety is the highest priority for the highways and the streets of our township and state. And whereas the great state of Illinois is proud to be a national leader in motorcycle safety, education, and awareness. And whereas motorcycles are a primary, common, and economical means of transportation that reduces fuel consumption, road wear, and contributes in a significant way to the relief of traffic and parking congestion. And whereas it is especially meaningful that the citizens of our township and state be aware of motorcycles on the roadways and recognize the importance of motorcycle safety. And whereas the members of ABATE of Illinois, Inc., a brotherhood aimed towards education, continually promote motorcycle safety, education, and awareness in high schools, driver's education programs, and the general public in our township and state, presenting motorcycle awareness programs to over 120,000 participants in Illinois over the past 7 years. And whereas all motorcyclists should join ABATE of Illinois, Inc. in actively promoting safe operation of motorcycles, as well as promoting motorcycle safety, education, awareness, and respect of the citizens of our township and state. And whereas the motorcyclists of Illinois have contributed extensive volunteerism and money to the national and community charitable organizations. And whereas during the month of May, all roadway users should unite in the safe sharing of roadways within the Township of McHenry and throughout the great state of Illinois. Therefore, I, Gary Barla, Supervisor of the Township of McHenry in the great state of Illinois, in recognition of 35 years of ABATE of Illinois, Inc., and over 352,318 registered motorcyclists statewide, and in recognition of continued role Illinois serves as a leader in motorcycle safety, education, and awareness, do hereby proclaim the month of May this year, 2022, as Motorcycle Awareness Month in the Township of McHenry, and urge all motorcyclists to join in an effort to improve safety and awareness on our roadways. In witness thereof, I have unto set my hand and cause of this. Well, that's it. There it is.
Pretty good.
Was it?
It's proclaimed.
It is. Yeah, it is proclaimed. It's official. Okay.
I didn't hear a hear you though.
This is a tough crowd.
One more time, we feel it.
I think we missed the middle part.
Okay, moving on to 8.3, discussion of.
Did we decide on it?
I'm sorry. Yes, I do. So we have a motion and a second. Motion from myself and a second from Mark. All those in favor of the proclamation from ABATE?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there a website to get a banner? Meaning that.
The state website.
The state website.
Okay, I'll take a look.
It would be ABATE of Illinois, is what you're looking for.
Maybe we can get some motorcyclists to help fund the banner so that we can post somewhere.
I'd do it.
We will definitely
Give me
look
the address
into
or something
that.
like that. If you want, I can give it to you before I leave, so.
Okay.
But I have an address of ABATE of Illinois, so I can.
No, we probably Google it and find it. Either way.
I'd be happy to give you whatever you need. I appreciate the fact that you guys.
Yeah, they're on Facebook, they're on all that stuff. So.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we appreciate what you do, and being a fellow motorcyclist, I really never understood what you did until this came in my mailbox.
And we're all around education. That's what we're trying to do. Teach everybody to educate how to do things right and how to do things. Make sure you watch out for doing things wrong.
Absolutely.
You know, we have classes and stuff like that. We have every club actually has a complete trainer that knows how to do everything, and he goes through many hours of, learning all this stuff to make sure that we have a school that we put people through.
Yeah. So you do realize that you are a nonprofit, I would assume.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so the building here is available to you to put on a class.
Oh, super.
Okay.
So that's available for nonprofits.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's available for free for nonprofits.
Yes.
Yes, I understood that.
Yeah. Well, it's also available for other things.
Yeah.
We also work downstate and federally with a lot of the congressmen and senators and things to try to, some of the laws. that
Sure,
come up.
lobby.
Like, they had these, I have a small trailer at home that just holds a couple of bikes. And my trailer place went from $18 to $118. So we fought that and they figured out, well, how about 36? So we got 36 a year. So. But it's stuff like that that comes up, and that's what our people are down there fighting for.
Well, we appreciate the fight, and not only motorcycles, but I'm sure when it comes to trailers, that carried over to a few other things too.
That's it.
Boats.
Nobody has boats around here.
No, not around.
We watch for off-roaders too, actually, you know, the ATVs and things like that. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to 8.3. I'd like to make a motion for discussion and possible action regarding the County McRide program versus the Township Senior Bus Program. I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
I've included this on here so we don't lose sight of it. And there'll probably be more next month. What we're trying to do is promote the township bus the service that we have, or at least from where I'm sitting, is promote our service and try to show the difference between the two bus services. The main thing that leaps right off the page is that the difference between us and them is that our bus is door to door. Theirs is curb to curb. Our folks will help people get in and out of the bus and take them to their door. And they will not go in, they can't, but they will help, whereas the county just waits at the curb for them. So that's just one big difference, and we have all different types of riders. Some that are disabled, so they need that help to get from their door to the bus, which is a big part of why we feel it's important to maintain this bus service. Yes.
We have a bunch of information that we collected from back when we were fighting to keep the bus. Would you like me to forward on those comparisons and charts and everything to you?
Yes, please.
Excellent, will do.
I definitely want to see that.
Yeah.
Yes, Rob.
I might suggest you could even put on the website a dichotomous key, which would be if you need this, then you go this way, and if you need that, you go the other way for different things. You know?
Yeah. For instance, if you really need a ride outside of the township, within the county, that's more of a McRide.
Right.
So those kind of things is
Yeah. If you need assistance from your door, then this one. If you need
Correct.
If you need service same day, or you can wait till next day, whatever the criteria are for the different services.
That's the research that I plan on doing. I'm not going to make any promises on when it's done, but that's the goal. So I'll make a motion to table this discussion.
No discussion.
Okay.
I was going to say, I totally agree with Gary, as you all know. And the reason we brought it up in discussion, because recently the county added a couple of buses into their plan. And I just wanted to make sure that we didn't forget where we were at and where we could keep accomplishing. Sorry, Gary.
No, you're good. So I'll just make a motion to table this for now and bring it back and I'll put it back on. So the motion is to table it. Put it back on the agenda when I have more to report.
Okay.
So, John, you'll second that?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Robert's Rules of Order are not
We're doing
orderly. Okay, 8.5.
8.4.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Discussion and the transfer of funds from the general assistance funds to the town fund. I'll make a motion for discussion
I'll second
and
it.
possible action.
I'll second it.
Okay. Right now, sitting here from a discussion standpoint, I don't believe it's going to be necessary. And the reason being is that we have enough in, well, let me see, there's enough money in the funds to cover what we have to cover between now and May 31st, when the first amount of money shows up. So to make a transfer as a safety net and then just transfer it back doesn't make sense at this point in time. For instance, the GA balance right now is about $357,000, where we have budgeted $236,000. The other thing that's saving us is we didn't have EA last year, where we had EA available. So there's really, to put it over onto the other side of the fence and use it in other areas, just to bring it back after we get funding, doesn't make sense, because going over the numbers with the administrator, that we have enough money to get us through next month without having to transfer money between funds.
Well, that's good.
I mean, I agree with that. I went through the numbers with Debbie as well.
Okay.
You know, personally, I'm not necessarily worried about the town. It's the road guys I'm worried about. Excuse me, our front guard. I think we may have to bail them out here, just listening to Jim talk. And I'd rather we have the money to help Jim than go out and borrow. That's where I was coming from. There's plenty of money in GA, there's no doubt about that. Worst comes to worst, we don't really, as much as we approved emergency assistance, we don't have to have emergency assistance. I think we all know that. And I'm not suggesting we get rid of it.
Correct.
It's just about the dollars, that's all.
In my discussion regarding the monies available today, the money that Jim has available in his accounts, there is enough to get us to the 31st. It is squeaky tight.
Well, that's why.
But go ahead.
We also have enough in our reserve in the town fund if that was necessary, but we should also be okay.
Yeah.
And I'm of the opinion of if the budget is there and things are covered, taking it, moving it, and then moving it back, it's a waste of time and interest, and it's just,
Well,
it's not beneficial to anybody.
I understand your point. I was just trying to.
Well, and part of the reasoning this is even coming up in conversation is that, if I remember correctly, and help me, is that this wasn't available in the past.
Correct.
Yeah, this is new. It was never available. And the reason it was put into effect is there was a lot of townships that had excess funds in GA because they were not using it.
Yeah.
So to keep them under that 2.5-year mark, and they wouldn't be penalized for it, they needed to be able to transfer it back into the general fund. And that's why this window of opportunity even came up. It's really not for what we're looking for. And we're not at that point because we'll only have 6 months reserve in GA.
Yeah, it's a one-time thing. It can't be done next year.
Correct.
It's a
It'll
one-time
go
thing.
away after this year, and
Right.
it's just to put these people back on level playing field since they now set that 2.5-year limit.
So that's,
Sounds cool.
so my motion was for discussion and possible action. My action would be is to, if it's okay with everybody, I'll make a motion to remove it from the agenda going forward.
I will second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 8.5 is a discussion of cost of maintaining satellite township parks. That's what I was missing. I do have some, well, I'd like to make a motion for discussion and possible action regarding maintaining satellite township
I'll
parks.
second it.
Okay, so from a discussion standpoint, we're still gathering data, but we have a single data point that I don't think, I need the other piece to understand what it costs us. I have what it costs if we did it on the outside. That's just a mow and blow, it's nothing else.
Right.
I'll have more data next month, so what I'd like to do is make a motion to table this for this meeting and bring it back next month. John, you agree?
Yeah, as long as Terry comes up with the numbers.
Yeah. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So we don't lose sight of that. That's the reason why I wanted to put them on here this month. The last part of it, the last one, 8.6, is fall sports will be upon us in a matter of minutes. I'd like to make a motion for discussion and possible action regarding athletic fees for the upcoming fall season.
I'll second that.
Okay. So the reason I put that on here, like I said, those seasons will be upon us, and we're still coming out of what I think is a winter. We missed spring. So the team's working hard with the baseball folks. We got that, but we want to make sure, in light of all of the things that are going on in the world, from an inflationary standpoint, the cost of fuel, things like that, that everybody's paying their fair share. The township still carries an expense. It's not entirely covered by the users because the electors want the parks. So it's not 100% pay to play. It's why we pay our taxes to have these places available for our children to play, is my thoughts. So, okay, motion to, well, my motion is to come back next month with a little more discussion regarding setting fees for the fall season.
So table it?
Yeah, we're going to table it, correct.
I'm sorry. That's okay, I forgive you.
Thank you. All those in favor of tabling it?
Aye.
Yeah.
I needed a second one on that.
John did.
We're good.
Item 9, old business. I don't believe there was any old business. Any proposed agenda items for next month? Besides the ones that carry over from the previous that we just discussed. Okay. Point 11 is the supervisor's report. Any questions on that? Wasn't in the packet, just a personal experience. Had an opportunity to go over to Rockford to a GA seminar. It's quite eye-opening. A lot of people do it a lot of different ways, but the townships are doing good things for people that do need assistance. It can be overwhelming, but it's interesting. It really is interesting to start to dig into that, and I think that's part of this puzzle about townships that people really don't see. So I'm glad I have an opportunity to do these things that I'm doing. If there's no questions on the supervisor's report, we can move on. Okay. The assessor's report. Any questions on the assessor's report? I'll just make one comment on here, is that the assessor will be holding a resident forum to answer any assessment or tax questions they may have. It'll be here at the town hall on Thursday, May 19th from 6:30 to 8:30. She'll be available to answer any questions. And last but not least, any questions on the, yes?
On the road district, Jim wanted to make sure that an announcement was made about the sinkhole for Monday, that the road will be closed for the parks.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
With the parks being closed, the road.
Oh, coming in?
Coming in, that there will be a detour starting Monday.
Okay.
As they replace that culvert.
So coming straight across from Johnsburg Road into the township, there's a culvert that's collapsed, so that entrance will be closed. There'll be signs out there diverting a detour up here to this entrance over here for Monday. They think it's only going to take a day to replace.
Yeah, they've already got the one lane.
There is a map on the website.
Okay.
Showing the detour.
Great.
I do have one thing now.
Okay.
I'd like to discuss the placement of, I guess Jim wants to build some bins. Man, what's wrong with my throat? He wants to build some bins for the chips.
Wait a minute.
We're in the highway report.
On the highway report?
Yeah.
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 All right, go ahead.
Jim wants to build some bins back there for the chips, and I think that's a great idea overall. Because if you drove by there just 2 days ago, the mound was like huge. I'm just going to say huge. I just think we do need the bins. I do agree with that. I just think we should look at maybe a different location to put those bins, so we're not tying up parking spots.
What are the bins for?
So what?
Not tying up
Oh.
parking spots.
We might not have control over that, okay? I'm just
No,
discussing.
we have complete control over it. The park is our park,
Okay.
so. Now, wanting to work with the road commissioner, obviously.
Correct, yeah.
There is a few feet between the asphalt and the chain link fence between here and the Moose. Why don't we just level that off and put the bins there? And you know, you won't take up any parking spots.
Well, I'm thinking he's gonna do like 8-foot bins or something, I don't know. I don't have any dimensions.
Yeah, we need to take a walk and figure out.
Yeah, right, yeah, it's dimensions, yeah.
And I happened to stop by and talk to Adam also, and he had another idea, but it involved a lot of money, and I said, I don't think that's gonna work. Yes.
I imagine it will take more than 8-foot bins.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, as much,
I mean,
I think it would also, the fact that they move the equipment around on the blacktop is important because it doesn't
Correct.
do as much damage. So that's one reason why you might want to keep it on the blacktop.
Or on the
rather than-
edge of it, so that they can dump into or off the blacktop, but their
Well, they're
equipment
gonna
stays
have to,
on.
they still have to, you have to go in there, so you're gonna be driving into something that doesn't have the structural support for the heavy vehicles. That's my only concern.
yeah, unless you paved it.
Yeah, but, you know, that's
Review and
expensive,
discussion.
so.
Correct.
review discussion, right?
Yes.
It's-
Anyway, sorry.
We can answer today.
Yes.
They're talking about it with Jim, he's the engineer.
Correct.
So, can I
That's an
add to the agenda for
engineering.
next month?
Yes, so, we'll add placement of bins for wood chips to the next agenda for next month.
Okay.
Was it for wood chips?
Yes,
Yeah,
mulch.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor? Okay, 14.0 is executive session. So I would like to, how does this work?
You have to say what it's for.
Okay. So we are going to go into executive session for 5 ILCS 120-2 C3 for the appointment of a new board member. We're going to go into executive session. So we are adjourned from the regular meeting at 7:32.
Motion.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Point of clarification.
Yeah.
Is this to actually do the appointment or to discuss the appointment process?
Appointment process.
Thank
Yeah, I have to have a refresher to get a copy of that. Sure, let me sign it real quick here. Where do I sign? Where's the signature, I think, but that's something else. So there's really not a signature on here, it's just names.
Don't dig them.
Okay.
The village, this is, well, I think we'll have to go in and edit this real quick
Okay,
too.
that's no problem.
Yeah, can we
stop by to
Can we,
look at some?
yeah, because I think what we need to do is go in and edit your document that says, set my hand on the great seal of the village of Melrose Township. So-
Yeah, well, that's,
I got to
So we'll,
stamp this with the seal.
it's no problem,
We'll
just
do
give
that.
me a call or.
If you just hand it to him and shake his hand or something, I'll take a picture, then
Oh,
you can do whatever
absolutely.
you want after that.
John, you want to sign that?
How do we want to do this? I'm not
You
sure.
look like that like this or
Oh,
something.
there we go.
The last page on that one.
Yep, got it.
Okay, let me,
Be in the,
can I be so famous to get one without glasses?
That's what I took mine off for. Okay.
Yeah,
Take
you
your
got
glasses
one.
off now?
Thank you, gentlemen. We will,
Thank you very
do
much.
that.
like I said, just give me a call or if Jimmy give me a call or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't do it very well, too, so.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
It's the next topic on the agenda. Yeah.
My friend, yeah.
Believe me, I will.
That was it. You were the guy.
Tier 3.
I was gonna say something, but I won't.
Well, I've been around the county forever.
Yeah, so is he.
Grew up in Gurnee.
He's
I
over.
look at it, not over 2 years, so 3 years older. Nice try.
But as I became Rick, the name that came out this way more.
Since high school, right?
Where again? You, Booker, Nelson, and all the guys.
Forest Preserve.
Well, we used to hang out there at high school.
I was at the 40 Preserve, 36 years.
That's where they might have all they had enough.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get this.
All right. Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you.
Hiring township bus driver. What? No hiring township bus driver.
Where does that,
That's on the sign up there.
oh,
And Parks Department season.
yeah. Boy, Eric and I don't have his, the parks supervisor, you know, the director. They were so good yesterday.
Oh, good.
They did so much work. And I wasn't expecting that, you know. I didn't know that we were gonna, I mean, I knew they were gonna drive the forklift, but I wasn't expecting them to do all that wheelbarrow. Which they did.
Okay. Is that who the young guy was one of them? The guy in the black shirt?
I don't remember what color the shirt was.
Well, he wasn't wearing orange.
Well, there were 2 township employees that were doing.
Well, I understand that, but I
Yeah.
remember one of them with the black shirt who was doing
Yeah,
physical stuff.
Eric is not, no, they were both doing physical stuff.
Okay, well, I understand, but I'm saying,
Eric is,
remember.
I think Eric is the one in the black shirt. He's a little bit heavy set, not heavy,
No,
but
this guy wasn't heavy.
he's
set.
not skinny and tall.
There was a taller, skinnier guy.
Oh.
Black shirt. Because that's the only one I'm placing.
Oh,
But whether he was Eric or the other one or somebody else, I don't know.
okay. I'm not quite sure.
They made a good selection in the flooring.
Hmm?
They made a good selection in the flooring here.
Yes, they did.
Tough and resilient. And
What?
tough and resilient and non-skid.
Yep. That's the same as what's in the community center, I think.
Uh-huh.
It looks the same.
Yeah, well, so it's,
Yeah, it is. It's a good flooring. I'll tell you.
it's durable, it doesn't mark.
Mhm.
Probably very expensive stuff.
Well, but if you put in the right material, you have a lot less maintenance.
Well, yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you need something in a commercial space that's going to last. And, you know, people will be dragging stuff over, whatever else.
So we should be home by 8, more or less.
Okay. So we're coming back from executive session.
Yes. We have to have a
So-
motion.
You have to make a motion to reconvene.
I'll make a motion to reconvene.
Second.
All in favor?
7:50.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? There are. So we are back in session for the McHenry regular monthly township meeting here in May.
We have to make.
We need to correct an issue that we had earlier. Going back to 8.1. Right?
Correct.
So we'd like to, I'd like to make a motion to accept the resignation of trustee Shepard. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
8.1.
Why am I missing 8.1? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We made a motion to table it, so now I'm going back to that motion, going back and doing it.
So you were first.
Yeah, and John was second. And
Always.
I'll call for it. All those in favor of accepting the resignation?
Aye.
Those opposed?
Motion carries.
Motion carries. Board member comments. Open it up.
I'd like to talk about the community garden out back.
Sure.
I suggest you leave here tonight, drive around to the back to the senior center, take a look what the great job that Judy did.
Wow.
Home Depot. It's amazing what they did in like 5 hours. It truly is. Thankful for the help from the two guys from the park. I mean, we have to say, thanks to Eric, and I didn't catch the other gentleman's name that works
Jim.
there.
Jim.
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 Yeah.
I mean, they did a great job. I mean, it's exceptional. We are looking for people to start using the gardens. Our projected date is June 1, so we are taking the applicants. I mean, again, kudos to Home Depot and everything they did.
So we'll put a post out on the Facebook page addressing interest in, looking for volunteers and people that want to use the garden spots.
Right.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Is it a food garden or is it a plant garden?
It's, it's really up to people what they want to put in. If
Okay.
they want to grow all flowers, they could.
Okay.
But I think most people will grow vegetables and sunflowers. Just saying that, that's what I think. I was hoping that the township would be able to send out a press release since we didn't get good coverage from Northwest Herald. So if we can do that, I'll draft something up and get it to John and Sue.
That's fine, yeah, we can send it down to the press office.
And then
Absolutely.
it can go out, and then they have to publish it in the paper.
In theory.
In theory, if it's a press release, yeah,
And I would suggest putting a PDF of the application form on the website so people can,
It's on the website already.
oh, it is, okay.
Thank you, Deb.
That's all I have. I
We
can't
have-
thank them enough.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Judy, for wanting to lead the troops and once it's all in place. I appreciate that. Looking forward to maybe a vegetable or two towards the end of the
Oh,
summer.
yeah, you bet, you bet.
Well, although she's not growing anything herself.
Oh, you're not?
Well, I've got a lot of garden space at home,
Oh, okay.
but if they're not all full,
Okay.
I may, grow stuff for the food pantry.
But you're going to come down here and enjoy the space.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I mean, somebody has to help these new gardeners,
Show them the ropes.
so.
Any other comments, Mark? Nothing? Michelle? Nothing? No, I just My 2 cents is that I apologize that I wasn't here for the annual meeting. That's now behind me, so I can, we lost a great man, but we're going to move forward, so. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, or you need a second?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Then I'll second you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
At 7:55.
So the appointment process is you just put out an ad and
We have to look at it.
Danny's going to send me the information. I don't remember it, and I couldn't find it in my book.
that's what happened before anyway.
Correct. There will be.
Is somebody gonna be seeing